Hello Excel champions, it's William aka Dr. Excel. Today I'm going to show you how to use the index function in Excel. So as usual, I will give you the final file with all the examples and all the formulas already in the file. So you can download it right now. It's right below the video. There's a link. So you can download it right now and follow with me with the final file. So what do we use the index function for? We use it to return a value inside a table. So for example, here, if I know, if I want to return a value on the second line of the table and on the third column here, so it's going to be C, index is going to allow me to return directly this value inside the table. So for example, I can write into 3, I can write index of this table at row number 2, column number 3, and it's going to return me. Actually, it's going to return within the whole table. So it depends. You have to this is actually a good reminder. You have to make sure whether you have headers or not. Here, the second line is actually this one with Alice. So if you have headers, you have to add one. For example, here I'd like to read actually when I said the second line, this one with Bob, it's actually the third one in my whole table, including headers. So I should add one, for example, and then it would return C. Depends if you have headers or not. I'm going to leave the +1, for example. You can also use the index function to return values not in a table, but in just in a column or in a line, you know, like a one-dimensional array. For example, here I want to know the position of Cynthia in the whole array of names. I mean, actually, I want to return Cynthia, for example. I want to I can return a value in a one-dimensional array. That's what I meant. So, for example, here, if I return the fourth name, I'm going to do equal index of the array of all the names, and I'm going to return the fourth value, and since it's only one-dimensional, I don't have to specify another parameter. It's going to be the fourth one into this column, and so name is going to be the first, second, Bob is going to be third, and Cynthia is going to be fourth. So I should have Cynthia here. Yeah, and that's what I have. So how to use index? Either use it as in a two-dimensional table. So like that, and then it's going to read the value at the row and column number that you specify. Be careful here, we said the second column, then the second row and third column. It's the number within the table, not the absolute reference within the sheet. Okay, so C is here it's the third column in this table, which is actually within column G. It's not the third column in the sheet. Same thing here. So you can use it to read a value in a two-dimensional table or one-dimensional column. And why is it so interesting is because these values, for example, here I used 2 and 3, or here the fourth name, these values can be actually can be the result of formulas. And the most common is actually index combined with match. For example, if I say that I want to look Bob's team, I'm going to use a combination. I'm going to use index to return the value within the table, and to know in which position is Bob and in which position is the team, which row and which column, I'm going to use match So here's where I compute these parameters that we used before. So I'm going to match Bob into the table, into this array with an exact match. And as a column, I'm going to match team within this array with an exact match as well. It's going to tell me that Bob's team is C. And why do we use complicated formulas to do that? First, because it's automatic. So if Bob and team, for example, are fields that are in drop-downs or somewhere in the menu, I can directly get the value. I don't have to read the table manually. And I can change it. And it's also very useful because here I took a simple table as an example. But if I have a huge table with lots of values, with complicated table, very large, so I can make. There's a lot of opportunity to make mistakes to read between columns. The reason why it's nice here is because it's going to read automatically, so I have no risk to make mistakes by reading my table. Yep. So index is how to read the value in a table once we know the position, and a very common combination is index and match. As usual, you can download the file right below the video. There's a link, so you can download it and play with it a little bit and improve it or reuse it. And I will see you tomorrow for a new Excel tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. This way you'll be notified when I publish. See you tomorrow, champions. Ciao.